Hello, this is Lexi from Florida Lymph Drainage, but also from Sanctuaries Awakening. That is the name of my website, and in case anybody was wondering why the two names are different, let me explain. So Sanctuaries Awakening it started out as Sanctuary with a Y, apostrophe S, because I used to go by the name Sanctuary back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when I was going through a lot of self-exploration and a healing awakening of my own, and finding out how to get to the other side of the breakdown where breakthroughs happen and where you grow. That was my path. That was my Sanctuaries Awakening. So when that led to me changing my career from medical research to holistic bodywork, that became my business name. And in DC and Virginia, where I'm from, where I started, that was the LLC name, Sanctuaries Awakening with a Y, apostrophe S. As the years passed and other things happened, and I moved to Florida and I decided to reestablish myself, it became plural because now I wanted to help other people find that same journey, to help them with their journey. As to the how, that remained a big question mark. And so underneath that title is how Florida's Lymph Drainage was born. So now that I'm going on to my second year as a solopreneur, I suppose, I'm starting to tap back into the original purpose of Sanctuaries Awakening. And this coming year, 2024, I have a lot of plans. The first plan is to develop a course. The course is going to be for other therapists, other massage therapists, other body workers, maybe other kinds of practitioners who wish to learn as well. They could be counselors, physical therapists, people who work with the public in a healing capacity in general. The course is going to be about how to expand your awareness to help people in a different way. And in fact, I took some notes. I'll be right back. Okay, expanding your containment field. These notes are a little esoteric, but I'm going to try and not dumb it down, but make it simpler to understand. So most creatives, most artists will tell you that at some point some of their creations were inspired. That didn't come from them, but it came through them. And that's true. When you open yourself up, it's inspiration can flow more easily. And that's what I'm hoping to teach people, how to open yourself up as a therapist to that connection with your clients so that you allow for that inspiration to flow through to make the session that much more powerful. When this happens, it's as if their body's communicating directly with a therapist through a sense of touch. Hold on. Okay, didn't want to be disturbed, have to cut that out of the video. But it's a little bit hard to explain, and for me it's even more tricky to explain because what happened with me was I was in a completely different field. I was in medical research. I was very science-based. I was very much into statistics and numbers and all that stuff. When I had my own health teach me some lessons, and I had some very wild experiences that I think if I describe what I experienced to some people, they would have assumed that I'm tripping on some type of hallucinogenic or something like that. But I never touched the stuff. That never happened. It just automatically something in my brain, tripwire or something. And I just developed those abilities. Later, I found out that what was happening was small strokes. So, vascular changes in my brain due to whatever was going on at the time caused me to develop higher perception or expanded awareness. And it didn't leave me, but over time, it became something that I could access willingly rather than it just happening to me spontaneously like it did originally. And so this is why I was hesitant in teaching anyone a course about this, because I figured, how can I teach you what happened to me due to a, you know, neurological incident? How do you teach somebody that? But as the years have passed, it's been 20 some odd years since then now, I think society and people in general are much more open to the idea and the awareness that when you meditate, when you get into elevated states of consciousness, whether it's through dance, music, um, energy work, whatever, you can expand your awareness and you can open yourself up to these inspirations, frequencies, whatever you want to call them. And so I think now would be a good time to teach the course. And I'm excited about it. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to play out, but I will keep everyone in the loop as to how that works. Eventually, depending on how the course goes, at first it'll be available electronically as a downloadable program. But what I'm hoping for is that eventually it becomes a person-to-person live workshop with people to practice on, where we can all facilitate this. And we'll see what happens.